Okay, in example 1, we're going to describe the slope of the line and then find the slope. So in A, the line rises from left to right, so the slope is positive. So we're going to let our x1 and y1 equal the -3, -1. You could have chosen the other one. We're just picking this one. You could have chosen 3, 4. And x2 and y2 will be 3 and 4. So you just have to remember which order you do it in and do it in the same order both times. So the slope is always the rise over the run, which the rise is our y-axis and our run is our blue axis or the x-axis. So we always do the rise first. So because we're using these numbers, we're going to take 3 minus a -3. Oh, sorry, that's x on the bottom. And we're going to take 4 minus a -1. So you have to keep your negatives, and then this is when we're using our integers. So your 4 minus a -1 will be 5. Your 3 minus a -3 will be 6. So your slope is 5, 6 because you rise 5 and run 6. So you can always count them if you have it drawn. You can always count the y and count the x's. But if you don't have it drawn and you want to just do the math of it, you can take the same order. Take the 4 minus the -1, the 3 minus the -3. So if we look over at the next one, again, they just chose 2 points in the line. It could be any points that you can tell hit the actual point. So they picked these two, and they let x1, y1 be -1, 1, and x2, y2 be 1, -2. So when they did their y subtracted from each other, they took the -2 minus the 1, and they took the 1 minus the -1 for the x's. And so we had to remember how to subtract integers. So your -2 minus 1 is -3, and then this is like adding the opposite or 2. So your slope is -3/2. And you also know that it goes down, so you know that it's going to be negative, even if you would have forgotten when you were doing the subtraction. But you still have to do the subtraction correctly. So there's your first example. If you click next on your page, you'll see some on your own.